What's goody, everybody? It's your boy Wilder42K. We got a crazy video for today. It's something a little bit different. We've never really done one of these voiceover videos before, but here we are. Today's video, we're going to be discussing why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had the worst start as a franchise in NFL history. Starting off with the basics, the Bucs franchise was founded in 1976, which in their inaugural season, the NFL was still playing a 14-game schedule, not moving to the 16-game schedule until 1978. And now, when any franchise comes into a new league, most can guess it doesn't usually go well, and of course, that's the case here. Or else, we really wouldn't be having this video. The Bucs we know today, a perennial playoff team led by Tom Brady, a strong defense with 2 Super Bowls coming since the new millennium. This team has such a different start than what we're accustomed to. The Bucs as a franchise started off rough, not scoring any points until their third game, losing to the Houston Oilers and the San Diego Chargers for a combined score of 43-0, getting shut out in their first 2 games. They did get on the board the following 2 games, only losing 14-9 against the Buffalo Bills, but losing 42-17 against the Baltimore Colts. They'd go on to get shut out at least 3 more times that next season, and only scoring more than 2 touchdowns in 4 of the last 10 games of the season. This team, as a whole, was outscored 125 points to 412 by their opponents. This team had 0 offense and 0 defense. Their leading passer was Steve Spurrier for 1,628 yards and just 7 touchdowns. Their leading rusher, Luis Carter, for 521 yards and only 2 touchdowns. The defense did manage to score 1 tutty in their 14-game season, though, while also amassing 24 sacks and just 9 interceptions in the 76-77 season. With their inaugural season starting out 0-14, that's a pretty bad start, but it genuinely gets worse. They come into the 1977-1978 season with high hopes, bringing in Gary Huff at quarterback. They seamlessly thought that this guy right here on the screen was going to get the ship headed in the right direction. Obviously, that was wrong. This guy went on to play in only 8 games, starting 6 of them, and throwing for 889 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. Yeah, that's right, 13, with a QBR of just 37.4. 37.4. And he was their leading passer. They had no rushing game, but the defense did improve. They tripled their output in points, scoring 3 touchdowns. They went up in sacks at 30 and got 23 interceptions. Now, it's not much of an improvement, but at least it's something in the right direction, whereas the offense just took a complete turnaround and took a step backwards in every asset of the football team. The 1977-78 Bucs got shut out just as much as their inaugural season. 6 times. That's 12 through 28 games they were shut out. That's almost half of the entire games they've played as a franchise. They started out the 77-78 season with some tough losses. And by some, they lost 12 straight games. That's right. The inaugural season, they were 0-14, and then they start their second season out 0-12. They ended up winning their final 2 games of the year to go 2-12, but were outscored on the year 103-223, twice as many points. That's a starting franchise record of 0-26 before they get their first 2 wins to move to 2-26. The Bucs only scored double-digit points in 3 of their 14 games in their second season. And they won 2 of those 3 games. An 0-14 finish to 76 and a 2-12 season in 1977-1978 to start out 2-26 as a franchise with a combined point differential of 228 to 635 against their opponents. That's right, 228 to 635. Their opponents outscored them in their first 2 seasons 3 times their score, or almost 3 times. Their third season, however, was much improved. They ended up going 5-11. Granted, they still finished last in their division, but they did improve overall on defense and offense in almost every way. They had their first 1,000-yard passer in their third season, and they had their first 600-yard rusher in their third season. Now, I think with the information provided in this video, just purely off of record and statistics, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had by far the worst start of any NFL franchise ever. In the history of the NFL, there's not been another franchise to start out 0-26, and even though now they're a perennial day playoff team and they do win Super Bowls and they're a contender each year, with Tom Brady and their defense and Fournette and Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. When this franchise first started, it was a vastly different team, and I think that's why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had the worst start of any NFL franchise ever. Now, I want to thank all you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. If y'all like this content, I'm going to try and keep different styles of content coming to the channel every now and then, now that Mondays are free. So if you do like this content, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be sure to keep this content coming to you guys, and hit that notification bell because we're going to continue uploading 6 times a week. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.